Well, it's a chilly weekend afternoon, but it's also still Hispanic Heritage Month. Hello again, everybody. This is Migueltio, the North Country Latino. We're live here, and we're going to make tortillas. Well, the tortillas are already made with my handy-dandy tortilla maker. We're going to make tortilla soup. So we're going to put the broiler on, and we're going to put in some corn, some red bell pepper, and some chiles, and we're going to let them broil for about 6 minutes till they are brown. What a beautiful day to make tortilla soup, let me tell you. It's chilly, it's fall, and boy, tortilla soup is ever yummy. So you got to enjoy that, hey? Now, meanwhile, we've taken about 4 of the tortillas and broken them up into strips. They're, of course, going to be your crown jewel on the soup when it's all done. Now, this soup is a little different than most of your tortilla soup recipes out there, because guess what this one has in it? Meatballs. We're going to be making that with, of course, low-grade fat, round sirloin, only 7%. The good stuff, if you want to call any of that the good stuff. That's the kind to get. Less fat than any of them out there. So you got about a 1/4 teaspoon of adobo and 1 clove of garlic worth. You're going to add to that 1/3 cup of breadcrumbs. Add to that, you got yourself 2 egg whites worth. And then, of course, the pound of meat. Packet. I always take the yolks out of eggs when I use them for baking or anything like this, because it just makes it a little better for you. And then, of course, you're going to mix your meat and your ingredients together into the meatballs. Guess what? It's time to take those peppers out of the broiler. See, this is like making meatloaf, but you're going to have more fun with it. And while the peppers and the corn are out, time for the tortillas to go in. And you want them in for about 3 minutes. Then you're going to take a little paper bag and place all your peppers inside it and close it up for about 15 minutes. And it's time to get those tortillas out of the broiler. Nice and brown, sizzling like you want them. Okay, and then you're going to take your favorite, good large-sized pot or Dutch oven, spray it with some non-fat cooking spray, excuse me. And then you're going to take your meatballs. Beautiful, aren't they? And you're going to put them in and saute them around so that they brown for about 8 minutes or so. So turn up your timer and turn up the heat. And in the meantime, you're going to take your machete and you're going to cut some carrots, because they're going to go in the pot next, along with some minced onion. And while they're sizzling in there, of course, turn them, get them brown just like you would making a hamburger. Okay, now, originally you would put 1 clove of garlic in. You need 6, so you're going to put 5 more in with the meatballs. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was just my alarm telling me the meatballs were ready to be moved on. So, we got the garlic in with the meatballs. We're going to stir it around, give us some moisture down in there. That way anything that dries out, which might happen to you, can come right off. And they can live happily together. Now, you got your sliced carrots. Remember those? With your machete? Beautiful, aren't they? They're going to go in. And in the meanwhile, I also cubed up, about 2 cups or so of beautiful red potatoes. They're going to go in. Que rico. They all go in the pot, along with your meatballs. This is quite a production, folks, for anybody that's made this soup. Of course, you probably never made it with meatballs. What can I tell you? Okay? So there's our cast and characters right now. You're going to let them live together about 5 minutes. And to make their lives even interesting, shake in a good bunch of minced onion. Almost a cup. Alright, up to this point we've been dealing with the hard ingredients. Now comes the soft stuff, the stuff that makes it soup. You're going to put in about 3 cups of low sodium chicken broth. As low as you can go. and 2 cups of water. And now, of all things, remember those peppers you bagged up? In they go. Shake them all out, baby. Same with that corn we left behind. It was lonely. So this is going to be soup. And, of course, stir everything around. And you're going to get it going to a boil. And let it simmer for about 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes on the stove, look at that. Isn't that que rico? Well, now it's time to dish it up. So, you take a nice, beautiful soup bowl, and you dish about, 2/3 of the way up. Because guess what? You're going to put more in it. It's not just the stuff out of the pot. Get some meatballs, get some broth, get some veggies, okay, potatoes, etc., etc. Get yourself a nice soup stock in that bowl. Then you're going to take the bowl. Take a little handful of fat-free mozzarella, shake it over the top. Then you're going to take a little handful of fat-free cheddar, shake it over the top, okay? Put a little more broth over the top too. So it melts it in. And then your tortillas. Go right over the top of the whole production. Those beautiful strips of tortilla. Evenly over the top. Pressing down so the cheese melts in there. And then take a nice little jar of cilantro. Sprinkle it over the top. And you are ready to eat and enjoy with your favorite sangria. And this is Migueltio, the North Country Latino, saying, hey, get out there and have some soup, have some chili, something. It's getting cold outside. Enjoy your food tonight and every night and every day. And voila, time to eat some soup. Que rico.